There were no signs. It came without warning. Doom came to us all. The desperate few struggled to survive. Perhaps we had a chance for peace. But desperation and trust are seldom allies. So began a millennium of conflict. A 1,000 years of war. The greatest warriors the world has ever known. The reason they fight, lost to the ages. And yet, here they still stand, searching for a sign of peace. I will show them. I am Apollyon. I bring war.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hungry Trash Panda, and I'm bringing you my final thoughts and review for For Honor.
Was one of the greatest warriors.
Overall, it was pretty good. Not incredible, but it has great potential, especially in multiplayer. The dueling system, also known as the Art of War, is easy to start but difficult to master. The system is very simple yet complex, so you have 3 directions to worry about when it comes to offense and defense. It sounds simple but gets more complex the better you get. Every hero will be able to swing their weapon to cause damage, but if you're not careful, you'll run out of stamina and become extremely vulnerable. Now, if you master the system with the balance of offense and defense, you'll be much better off, but not invincible. The other half will be how proficient you are with your hero. In For Honor, all of the heroes are unique. They each have their own set of combos along with unique abilities and strikes. Let's take the Raider for instance. He has one of my favorite abilities. I just call it the train because that's what it's like when it hits. You get hit by a train, you just get carried. Or the Warlords, for example, has his all-direction guard, making him really good against multiple enemies. The graphics, the level of detail, and optimization for PC is amazing. It runs awesome, it looks awesome. There's not really much else I can say. It's just really smooth, it looks beautiful, and you shouldn't have any problems running this on a PC. The sound quality is incredibly clear and detailed. From the clanging of weapons to shoving someone with armor, you can hear everything. Though there are some things I only needed to hear once.
Legendary. You are a raider. 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 Legendary.
Moving on to the campaign. Sadly, it was very linear. Every level just felt like you start at A and go to B with very small detours to find an observable or breakable item, which are just like collectibles in the game. Although from breakable items you do get steel, which is the currency that you can spend in multiplayer, and the occasional scavenger crate, which will get you armor and weapons, also for multiplayer. You can also get emblems from the breakable objects. But don't get me wrong, it was fun to play. It provided enough of a challenge for me to not be bored. I can also see how the higher difficulty settings would be a nightmare. I don't know if it would just be extremely challenging or extremely unfair, because this game is built on reflexes and how quickly you react to things, and if you were to increase the awareness of the NPC, that may cause for unfair fights. But I'll be sure to go over that later on, because I want to see how the realistic difficulty setting plays out. The cinematics were simple but engaging, nothing too crazy. They held my attention and told a story without putting me to sleep. The story itself wasn't very strong, but strong enough to make me wonder how it would end. The campaign did have its moments, like the mission with the horse, where you got to chase after that guy and clothesline the little babies who would come up on horses and as you chased him. In my head, that would actually make a really good game mode if that were to be polished to the point where it could become a racing mode. It would be like Mario Kart, but with more realistic aspects to it, complete with throwing axes and fire flasks and melee weapons of your choice. Another great mission that stood out for me was when you laid siege to Apollyon's fortress. It really made me feel like we were actually storming the castle.
The escape tunnels.
Which again, would have also made for an interesting game mode if you had to fight through someone's fortress in order to get to the top and claim the fortress for your own or something like that.
Make me kill you.
The feat system made things feel a little too easy at times, other times it seemed necessary, but overall welcome as an ability that you can pop and have on cooldown for when you get into those sticky situations, or a passive that just helped you out in general. Unfortunately, you do not get to play all the heroes in the campaign. I would say that less is better in this instance because it's difficult to jump from one hero's set of combos, defenses, and abilities to learning a completely new set, switching off to another hero, because they're so unique and diverse.
What I had come for.
All in all though, I give the For Honor campaign a 7 out of 10. It was fun while it lasted, but this game is built on PvP mechanic. This was clearly the main focus. When fighting in large groups, it feels clunky and awkward as you smack allies and they smack you while trying to fight alongside them.
Who do you think you are?
The campaign did answer why the three factions fight, and that was more than likely the only reason for the campaign. You should still play the campaign, even if only for the customizable items you unlock for completing the chapters, or the different little scavenger crates for better armors and weapons in the multiplayer, along with some steel that you can use also in the multiplayer. The ending did seem like it left an opening for a part 2. They did lead you on to believe that there is more. There are more things going to happen, which is fine. Like I said, the campaign only really had one goal,
with us.
and that goal was to explain why the three factions fight, what happens, and it looks like part 2 will start off with where they're going. Or it may just end with this one, and they'll just leave it at that. I could completely see that happening too. Be sure to check out my For Honor playlist so you can see everything that happened in the campaign. It was pretty fun. Like I said, it was just kind of there. The multiplayer is going to be the main focus. It's going to be where this game really shines. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know what you thought of my review. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome.